Hey everyone, it's Libby from maighstirtarot. I'd like to acknowledge the Worimi First Nations people. That's WORIMI. And welcome to you, your guides, my guides, and the universal energies. I just had a bit of a moment thinking, wouldn't it be so much easier if I lived over the river in a Wabakal country? Because Worimi often comes up on the little subtitles as War on My. It's not War on My, that's just my accent. Worimi, Worimi. So yeah, I think I'm going to have to start looking for a house in the Awabakal First Nations area. Anyhow, what I want to have a look at, just very quickly, in regards to my waltz coma reading yesterday, it came to me after I did the reading. Well, this is exactly what they did to Hillary. To great success by starting an investigation and putting the fear of the investigation into the voters. To great success in 2016. They tried again in 2020 with Biden, using Hunter as the target. When that failed, they then targeted Biden himself, and 2 years of investigating. That was for the midterms that they announced that investigation, and to the 2022 midterms. 2 years of investigating, they found nothing, and then Biden obviously handed over the baton to Harris. So now they're announcing an investigation into Waltz. It's just modus operandi. However, I don't think the voters are going to fall for it this time. But I just wanted to point out that, yeah, they got history. They got history. Just pointing it out. Okay, very quickly. Next couple of weeks, no idea where I'm going to be, but I will be here for you. Maybe here, maybe over the ditch in New Zealand. Don't know quite what's going to be happening. Might be short notice. I will keep you posted. My mum was taken urgently. Well, she went for her annual checkup. For your annual checkup, get your blood tests done. Felt fine, chirpy. Got a call from the doctor that afternoon and said, get your backside into this major hospital. So she was driven there by my beautiful cousin's wife, surrounded by absolutely loving family. So I'm not feeling a need to urgently rush over. We're just going to see what happens, and they're just running some more tests. So it's we'll just see how it plays out, and I'll keep you posted. But send lots of love to my mum, because not catastrophic, but quite confronting. And goodness me, we were heading over in a month's time for her 80th birthday. So let's see how it all plays out. Huge love, Mum, if you're watching this. Love you heaps. Happy to drop everything and hop on a plane if necessary. And I've got everybody worded up. If you think I should, tell me. So we'll see how that goes. Entertainment only. What I want to look at is, what's his name? I've got it lost somewhere in here. Pavel Durov. What's his name? Okay, Pavel Durov. Now this is my notes. Man, I should have been a doctor. Okay, so he is the guy who created and is behind the social media company called Telegraph. Huge in Russia, from what I understand, and fairly large around Europe itself. So he's the CEO of Telegram. Now, what happened was that a warrant was put out so he was born in Russia, became a French citizen, from what I understand, but actually currently lives in Dubai. Now, he was in France, didn't look to see what reason. He was just in France for whatever reason, and he was arrested at the Paris airport. There was a warrant issued for his arrest by the French authorities for failing to curb criminal use of his platform Telegram, which was then used for, they believe, laundering, so money laundering, drug laundering, fraud, terrorism, and drug and human trafficking. Apparently, it had an unbreakable encryption code, end-to-end encryption, which was being used for those purposes. Okay, so where do I go from this? What's happened? So Marianne yesterday mentioned this in her reading. Marianne from Revealing Light Tarot mentioned this yesterday. She also mentioned that she saw Florida turning blue. So yay, I got that a couple of days ago. Love it when Marianne agrees with me. Or just readers are seeing the same outcome. I shouldn't say she agrees with me. I should say when readers often get the same outcome, especially when it's an unexpected outcome. But she read on this yesterday, and while I was flogging away on the elliptical trainer, my brain going, "Oh, please let this be over and let me get off of here." But I got the hit, clear as anything. Trump, Netanyahu, Putin. So there's information there about those three working together, colluding. That's the word. Thank you, guys. Colluding together. So I'm going to have a bit of a throw on that now. What else have I got written down here? Oh, Russia has come out. So Dmitry Medvedev, who is the deputy chair of the Security Council in Russia, of which Pavel Durov left Russia, I believe, when he was 14 and is no, I think he might be a dual citizen, France and Russia. They're demanding him back. They want him. Apparently, their embassy has been denied access to Pavel. But I want to have a little bit of a look as to, well, first of all, Pavel Durov himself. Then, why are the Russians so desperate to get him back? Gee, I wonder why. Elon Musk has also come out and defended Pavel Durov because this ruling that the French come up with, and good on the French for having the gumption to do this, this will have implications for all social media platforms. So Musk, and we know which direction he took Twitter in, I think he's a bit worried there. And Musk has already shown his devotion to the Kremlin in various ways. I just don't understand why the US government has contracts with him, especially with the Starlink, which he conveniently switched off during a crucial moment of the Ukraine invasion. I'm just, anyhow, off my little soapbox. And as I'm shuffling my cards, financial oligarchs could be falling out of windows. Okay, so let's have a look at Euros. Now, I'm using my runic tarot. It's a very dark deck. I shall try and get the light right for you. I'll bring you down so you can see me shuffling. I've already done 2 poker shuffles, but I'll do a couple more. Show me what we need to know. Very thick cards, but gee, they're a nice deck. Show me what we need to know about the arrest of Pavel Durov, the CEO of the social media platform known as Telegram. What have we got happening with Pavel Durov? What do we need to know about Pavel Durov? Sticky, sticky, sticky. And when it's stick, that tells me to stop shuffling. Okay, come on. If you hear my guides, the gruff one is male is Meister, the softly spoken male is Marin, and the sassy female is Sarushin. Okay, let's see how we go. Pavel Durov, the Hierophant, the governments, the higher authorities can be the French, I don't know whether it was the police or the Secret Service or something along those lines. Apparently they are able to hold them for 4 days before pressing charges. So we've got the higher authority here. Could also be Pavel Durov himself, setting himself up as this godlike figure. Okay, what am I getting from there? I'm really drawn to the hound there. I'm just trying to think which one it is. It's the evil underlord in Egyptian law. If I can't think off the top of my head who it is. chained to this figure here. I'm really drawn to that. I can't say I've actually even seen that dog before. But that dog is chained or tied to the figure that has set himself up as a godlike figure with his own set of commandments. Okay, see where this goes. I'm trying to work out what this is down the bottom. It almost looks like a female figure cowering. I'll show you it. It's a bit hard to see. Can't quite make out what it is. Okay, but the challenge. Ooh, ooh. Secrets that are being investigated that do not want to be discovered. You keep your mouth shut, Val. Ooh, yuck. Oh, in the face of the investigation, this devil is saying, do not say anything. This is really deep. Here's my Russia card at the foundation and 3 major arcana. This is big. This is telling me it's big. So we've got Russia at the foundation here. The past is about, first of all, big money, but also protection. But it's not necessarily good protection. A protected platform, a protected way of doing business, perhaps. It's putting like a cap. Have a look here, cap, a do not pass cap. Oh, goodness me. I'm not feeling good about these cards at all. Crowning the reading, the King of Swords. Prosecution, perhaps. A strategy. Bringing forward the truth. I'm feeling this is his arrest and prosecution. The immediate future, the Knight of Pentacles. The mercenary who got paid for taking a particular action has been stopped. Oh, goodness me, externally for Pavel. Tower moment. Just flaming his riches. There's a particular question I want to ask here because internally, due to contracts and agreements that were made, have a look at what's coming out of those cups. I don't know if you can see them. They're a bit shadowy. They don't look very pleasant. Hopes and fears, the Queen of Wands. Who is this female? A female judge, perhaps? Inspirational female bringing forward new information. He may have been dobbed in by a female as well. Okay, let's see where this goes. The outcome, the past, the gift from the past. It's going to find itself exposed. The hidden agendas, the secrets, the bison in the room is going to find itself exposed, and he is going to be facing a judgment moment. Wow. And look what was on the bottom. The death card again. I'm not feeling very good about Pavel. I want to have a look to see how his future health is going to go. We know the reach of the old fall out the window, fall off the yacht, fall out of the plane, drink the cup of tea. Show me, is Pavel Durov at risk from the Russians? Is Pavel Durov at risk from the Kremlin? I saw that 1444 as I was asking that question. I do keep, oh boy, have I been getting some ones, triple ones, quadruple ones. um, over the last month, like literally weeks. Anyhow, that aside, which means new start, but I'm just, what is this new start? Okay, so Val Durov, is he at risk from the Russians? And you want that one. Okay. Is he at risk from the Russians? Two of Swords. It's a crossroads moment. Very potentially. I would, and again, I don't know if you can see it, but the corpse hanging on the tree there, I'm going to say there is something under discussion here about which tactic to make, strategizing. The challenge by the Chariot, movement forward. Foundation of the Nine of Swords. I'm going to say he's actually genuinely worried about this. But it's the Knight. Look at the swords in this. Again, you've got this Two of Swords here, the decision being made, but you've got the other Seven Swords plunged through. So something may happen that doesn't quite get to a Ten of Swords energy, an ending energy. Okay. Oh, these do not feel good. Yeah, planning going on behind the scenes in the past. There's a lot of aspects I want to look at with this story, so it'll be a bit of a longer reading. I do apologise. Crowning this reading, a discussion underway about which way to progress forward to protect their own interests. Pentacles being about protection. They're also about health. So they may be about discussing Pavel's health, or they might be discussing about how to protect their own interests before moving forward. This is the here and now. You only got arrested, what was it, yesterday or the night before or something? It hasn't been that long. Okay, the immediate future, protection being set up, boundaries being set up, do not cross. So I suspect he may very well be in protective isolation. But externally, gosh, right next to the 9. I'm going to say there are plans afoot. Internally, plans are afoot, being made to end it for him. Okay, we have the hopes and fears, negotiation, cooler heads prevailing, emotional maturity, the King of Cups, the outcome, the Magician, the manifestation of an outcome, the ability to go into the chicken here, and I'm really drawn to the chicken and the big horn. So this is telling me about cowardness and, how do I put this? Guys, how do I put this? I'm going to say talking out of fear. He's going to bring forward what is being perhaps what the French are after. We've got the Wheel of Fortune here, karma coming, the wheel turning, something unexpected out of left field, Page of Pentacles, information about money being brought forward, and the Six of Swords, packing up the truth and moving towards a new beginning. Okay, an offer being made in regards to revealing this protection, and then a new start with the Ace of Wands, and prosecution potentially coming for some Emperor energies. Okay, I don't think he's going to be snuffed at it. but I do think that they are going to have a go. Touch wood. And uh, I think he's going to be protected. I'm actually getting he's going to ask to be protected. Thank you. I'm getting he's going to ask to. I'm being told that he's actually going to go to the French authorities and say, "Please protect me. Please keep me safe." Okay, I'll tell you everything. Keep me safe. Okay, interesting. The question I want now is to know, is Preval Girov? I'm just going to draw a couple of cards. With that Emperor card, I'm getting, as I said, I got a big hit when, now I have read for forever about Putin. I don't know that he's still alive. I can't pick up his energies. I keep getting cards saying that he's not around. So I'll just say the Kremlin, and I'm wondering whether I can put Medvedev in place of Putin. When I got that hit, it's just Putin's like shorthand for the Kremlin and the energies of the Kremlin. What have we got? Strengths and the Eight of Pentacles. Eight of Pentacles is the money trail. It is the work going on behind the scenes. So there's some pretty powerful work going on behind the scenes, looking at the international scene and secret deals that were done. I go by the images, secret deals that were done, and in the darkness of the corner of the pub, there is a harsh truth coming and karma catching up with certain elements. And I really do feel that he's going to blow the whistle, so to speak, toot the horn. So my question is, couple of cards. Is someone in the Kremlin about to find themselves implemented? Everything that's happening in the world at the moment feels like it's swirling, swirling, swirling into this contraction. And it's just, oh, yeah. So I split the deck, the Emperor and the secrets being revealed, the hidden agendas and the secrets. And I'm really feeling it's to do with someone in the Kremlin, Netanyahu. This is a big thing that's going to catch him out, and Trump as well. Okay, have a look. Let's have a look. Is there going to be information coming out? We want that one about somebody in the Kremlin who has been operating clandestinely on the international scene, or multiple persons. You tell me. The fact that the Russians want him back so desperately speaks volumes. Okay, let's have a look. Big yes. Was someone in the Kremlin involved in international clandestine manipulation, whatever you like to call it? Yes, the Lovers. It's also for many readers the Trump card because he's a Gemini, but I'm just going to say yes. Ooh, challenged by the Hanged Man, being stopped. Foundation. It's to do with an absolute corrupt disregard for life. I'm really feeling it's to do with what's going on in Israel and the Palestinian territories at the moment, in Gaza. It is just an absolute disregard for human life, couldn't care less, corruption. In the past, we've got Judgment Day. Yep, invasions. Judgment Day that came down, crowning this reading, choices that needed to be made. choices that were made based on vanity and wealth and power and greed. Immediate future, there's going to be strength in the information that comes out. And here's the step that's going to bring about a downfall. He's got goods. I'm just going to say he's got goods. Internally, so is there someone in the Kremlin trying to distance themselves? Hopes and fears, it's about deals that were made in the dark corners. The outcome, plans coming to fruition on the international stage. You've got the wheel of fortune that turned that wheel on the world stage. Short answer, yes. We've got the defiance here, the Ukrainians, the Palestinians, defiance, but desolation as well with that Five of Pentacles. Desolation and restriction. I really feel this is to do something. The big part here is Israel. If I keep going, we've got the government. It's making the decision to stab through the back. Okay, so that's the Kremlin. I want to have a look at Netanyahu. I'm not talking about the Israeli people. I'm talking about those at the top. Netanyahu, who most Israelis want gone, but for some reason he just seems to be uber protected by those of a similar mindset of his. Let's have a look. Show me. Is there is Haval got information? Oh yeah, there's harsh information coming forward for those that have feathered their nest and living in a life of indolent luxury. Show me. There's Pavel Zhurov got incriminatory information about Netanyahu. Always said right from the very start in October last year, goodness me, it's nearly been a year, that Netanyahu was in some way behind what happened with the cross-border attack in planning it. And if there is written encryption, yeah, planning the cross-border attack. And if that comes out publicly, boy oh boy, so shaming. Has our Juro got information that will be devastating to Netanyahu? And I just heard by association. Oh, okay, however it goes. Let's come on down. Let's have a look. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Queen of Pentacles, Homeland Security, Protection, Homeland Protection, Homeland Security information. Let's see where this goes. Challenged by victory. Very much drawn to this symbol up here. It's not a swastika, but it has shades of almost that sort of energy. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Please do not shoot the messenger here. The Knight of Wands, volatile information being brought forward, inflammatory information being brought forward in the past. Strategy, a plan that has led to almost complete destruction. Crowning this reading, defiance in the face of the overwhelming information that comes out, immediate future, return to balance, a return to moderation, ceasefire, externally government or higher authorities, governments, internally, so Netanyahu, a gift from the past, hopes and fears, the mercenary actions, the outcome, the contract and agreement. He can defy all he likes, but there's going to be some sort of contract and agreement about the chaos that ensued and the destruction, the movement into Gaza and the destruction. And it's going to be irrefutable. He's not going to wriggle out of it. Oh boy, again we've got the Wheel of Fortune, karma coming and biting him on the bum. 10 of Wands, end of a cycle, the World card. Again, this card always reminds me of that scene in Indiana Jones and Raiders of the Lost Ark when the Nazis are desperately trying to look into the Ark of the Covenant and turn to dust. Prosecution. Big stick moment and ending. Gosh. Downfall, ending. So I'm going to say short answer, yes. There is some really inflammatory, incriminating evidence that Pavel has about an agreement that was made with the Kremlin, potentially. But let's see Trump's involvement. Oh, he feels like such a bit player. Feels like it's the energy I'm feeling at the moment, he's involved because he was a wannabe play with the big boys. Does that make sense? So show me Trump's involvement in this. Has Trump got anything to fear from what Pavel Durov knows? Has Trump got anything to fear from what Pavel Durov? He feels very much like the school jocks. He's the weedy kid that the school jocks let play with them, or the school bullies, or whoever you like to. I'm not saying jocks are bullies, but you get what I mean. The power clique at school, they're letting the nerdy, weedy kid play with them because he brings chocolate chip cookies or something. Does that make sense? Like, he's desperate to play with the big boys and be part of them, and they only let him in because he's useful in some really minor way. But if he didn't have the chocolate chip cookies, he would be out in a flash. Show me, has Trump got something to be concerned about in regards to Pavel Durov being arrested? Then I'll have a look at Musk. Has Trump got something to be concerned about with the arresting of Pavel Durov? Now, I've got two cards. This one popped out right at the beginning. I don't know what it is yet, but this one just came out as the challenge card. The Emperor, the dictators, the taking control, the my way or the highway, the aggressive, I'd say the school bullies. Okay, what's this card? Oh, does he have something? Yes, absolutely he does. Absolutely. Judgment. an awareness, an awakening, an inevitability. Who made your arcana? Challenged by this Emperor energy. So does Trump have some authority figures? Oh, yes, he does. Wow. At the foundation, 3 involved in dark money behind the scenes. Plans made in secret. And looking at this guy's face, they were not up to any good at the foundation. So this is dark money behind the scenes, money laundering. Oh, why does that not surprise me? It's the laundering, the trafficking, or just nefarious plans being made. In the past, the 6 of Pentacles. Now, I know traditionally in the Rider-Waite Brown deck, this is about giving and receiving help. But if you have a look here, this figure has been thrust out of the ranks, and the ranks have closed behind him. So this isn't about giving and receiving help. This is about ousting whomever this is. Oh boy, Trumpy. Yep, out in the cold, left to fend for himself. He's could potentially be in big trouble here. Ending. This is just one more stress for Trump. Oh man, so close to the end. I've never seen him making it to the election, and this is just one more ending externally. Wouldn't say it was victory, I'd say it was surrender internally. An offer being made, very possibly Pavel Durov, and I'm talking about Trump here, the hopes and fears, complete and utter barren downfall. As information is brought forward, a deal is done of Pavel surrendering. The outcome, poor choices with the 7 of Cups, a harsh truth coming forward. I just feel incredibly disappointed about contracts and agreements that were made with that 2 of Cups, Ace of Swords. This is so bad for him. This is so bad. Page of Wands, information being brought forward, possibly to do with Ukraine. This is my Slava Ukraine, my Vive la Resistance card. Possibly to do with Ukraine, possibly to do with Israel. It's all intertwined. It's going to be fully exposed. We have Queen of Wands, a prosecutor potentially. This could be, I don't feel it's Judge Shukin. Who is the, I don't know, there might be a female coming forward with this information, some of this information, or this, thank you. This was, I think, if I go right back to the beginning of this reading, which was forever ago, I drew this for whomever the judge is going to be on Pavel's case. 3 of Swords, my vascular event card, lies, the 5, the abuse of power, the win at any cost, the lies, the deceit, the betrayal. Yeah, Trump's wrapped up in this, and okay, thank you. Ooh, I just got something about this. This is, I won't say this is fully, this is partially behind his not wanting to do the debate. I say he's feeling discombobulated. Do you know what I mean? And look it up. Discombobulated means he's just all over the place. Doesn't know whether he's Arthur or Martha, coming or going, up or down. Totally disconnected. Okay, let's have a look. What's Elon? What's Elon going on about in regards to this? He's come out in support of Pavel Durov. Oh, we know what Elon's about. Gosh, I've read on him often enough. What's Elon's stake in this? Show me, what's Elon Musk's stake in this? He's in deep doo-doo with MBS from Saudi. MBS wants his money back that he lent for Musk to buy Twitter. Let's have a look. I hope those astronauts in space aren't relying on the SpaceX rocket to come and rescue them. Oh, far out, man. Let's have, what's Elon Musk got at stake in this? Why has he come out in support of Pavel Durov? What's he? Okay. King of social media, king of the airwaves, wielding his sword. So this is, I'm going to say, call it as Elon, can be a prosecutor as in Jack Smith, etc. But what I'm feeling at the moment is that it's the king of the airwaves. Swords are about airborne communications, even though my wands cards are about messaging. This is about airways, communications. It's an air sign. Wielding his sword, slashing about, trying to project his dominance here. However, challenging him is the Page of Swords, the whistleblower. While this figure here, if you look at him, he's all aggressive and up in your face and wielding his sword. This figure here, standing firm with this truth telling. Okay, judgment moment coming for him. Collective awakening, judgment, an inevitable outcome. In the past, really anxious. He's anxious about this arrest. Is he anxious for the sake of Twitter because Europe's basically said no, this is not happening, setting a precedence? Or is this about what Pavel Durov actually knows? He's not doing well. He's down on his knees in regards to what is happening. Crowning this reading, trying to formulate a plan. Yeah, of course he is. The immediate future, trying to do something differently, bring a different spin on it. But here we again in the same position, we've got the surrender and we've got the investigation into the devil, and the devil doesn't want the information getting out. I think this is Elon personally. The hopes and fears, explosive information, explosive messaging with the Knight of Wands, volatile information. The outcome, Four of Pentacles, holding on to what is really precious, keeping the secrets, holding on to the box of secrets and burning the rest down is the outcome. We've got strength here, something about the strength of it, the strength of the karma that is coming down for those in these privileged, moneyed, can't touch positions. Guess what? It's a new world. Is this judge again? It is a new Whoa. On the base, overseas dealings being restricted at the point of the sword. Okay. So yeah, there's no hate down of Elon himself, but oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, doesn't look particularly good for him. Okay, that was a really long reading. I do apologise about the length of it, but I just felt I needed to go. But I'm just go everywhere. But I'm just going to say, I hope NASA have a plan C, D, E, and F to get those astronauts back again. Okay, love to you all. Take care. Bye bye.